What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we have Porto in the Taca de Portugal semi-final, second leg. We have a 1-0 advantage after the first leg, but we are away from home now, so this is not going to be easy. We need to play well, but fortunately, a certain Cristiano Ronaldo is back. Unfortunately, we couldn't have him for the two matches against Liverpool, but he's back for this big match, so at least that's the case. In terms of the league, neither us or Benfica have dropped points yet. We've only played one game in between. We won it. Benfica won theirs. Not convincingly. Only 1-0, but they did win. And it was their last game they should have any chance of dropping points against, because their next two opponents are Boavista, who are in 14th and have nothing to play for, and Nacional, who are in 16th. At least they have a little bit of something to play for. They could still get relegated, without going through the playoffs. They still could be out of the relegation zone completely. So they at least have something to play for, but they're bad. So I don't expect Benfica to drop points, but if they do, we have a chance of winning the league still. I probably will come back for the second match against Maritimo as well to end the league season, just because if it's ever going to happen, that's when it's going to happen. Both teams play on the same day, probably at the same time. So we'll know by that game whether or not we can actually come back and win the league this year for the second time in a row. It's not looking likely, but we have a chance. I mentioned we played one game in between. It was against Estadio de Dragao, who are also very bad, and we beat them 4-0. And a miracle actually happened. And something I didn't think was actually possible. Pedro Gonzalez has scored a goal. And it took him 2 minutes. His first goal since, last year sometime. We're in April. And he finally scores a goal. The end of April, that is. And he finally scored a goal. So that was amazing to see. Hopefully he continues scoring, because if it's just a one-off, then what's the point? Tabata got a penalty 3 minutes later that he put away, and then Sesko got 2 goals. So it's good to see some strikers scoring relatively consistently. So now that Ronaldo's back, it might not be just a one-man band. We might have a team that can actually score goals, and that's what we would have had that earlier in the season. We wouldn't be fighting to try to hope Benfica lost points and trying to win the league. We would have the league tied up already, because lost against Santa Clara where we didn't score, lost against Benfica when we didn't score, 1-1 against Moreirense, 0-0 with Braga. We could just score in those games. We would have probably won the league by now. Probably should have won the league by now, because we've been pretty good, especially defensively. But Benfica have been very good as well. They've scored a lot of goals. Porto, pretty disappointing season for them. They're still going to finish third. They're still going to get Champions League football, but they're going to have to go through the qualifiers like they did this year. They're 11 points behind us currently. So yeah, it's definitely a 2-horse race right now for the league. But we need to beat Porto. They're still a good team. We need to be good against them. We need to score goals, because they're probably going to score. We have also confirmed the signing of Dyer, so he is coming in. Pretty cheap deal. I can't remember exactly what the wages were. I don't know if I can even look, but pretty cheap wages. So for a backup, I think that's a great signing. Other than that, I don't think there's really any other ins. No, there's no other ins. So yeah, that's about it I've done. I've been looking at some scouting, but still looking to bring in some names, but probably be spending some money this offseason. The team I've got for this Porto match is, I think, our strongest squad. We don't have anyone other than Vinagre unavailable. Marcel a little bit of a knock, but he's barely played. So, yeah, it's kind of the expected lineup. Still playing this 4-1-2-1-2 because it's actually scoring goals. Bergman Johansen at left back has been fantastic all season. Aguilar, Caceres, Inacio Souza, Paulinho, Nunez, Gonzalez, Tabata, Sesko, Ronaldo. Tomas has been playing pretty well too, but I still think, Sesko just scored 2 goals, and I think he brings a little something extra in his physical ability, so I'm going to start him again. Bergantia has signed a new deal. His contract was running out in 2025. I guess he hasn't actually signed it yet, but yeah, he has agreed to contract, so he's going to be signing for, I think, another 3 or 4 years. He's homegrown. He's pretty solid, so I'm excited to keep him around. But other than that, yeah, nothing too surprising. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So let's just get into this match. Hopefully we can win it, because we need to win the Taca de Portugal, and I'd like to do it sooner rather than later. We cannot allow complacency to undo all the good work we did in that first leg. Go out there and treat this as if you're starting from scratch. Sporting were impressive last time out against Estadio de Dragao. How do you carry that form into this match? It's all about momentum. The more we can put these sort of performances together, the better. It's a big day all around. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? It's always a tremendous occasion, and the atmosphere is something to behold. Hopefully we can harness the energy and intensity of the day and send the fans home happy. Away leg, their form, pretty decent. They're playing the 4-4-2. Taremi, one of the best goal scorers in the league. They've got a very good team. They might have underperformed in the league a little bit this season, but we know how good they can be. They thrashed us the first time we played them. In our form, 2 losses, but they were against Liverpool, so you can kind of ignore those. Other than that, we're actually playing pretty well. The best we've played in a while, especially from a goal-scoring front. Defensively, we've been solid all season long, but we're finally scoring a few goals again, and it's our forwards that are actually showing up every now and then. And the first highlight of the game is going to come in the 12th minute. It's going to start with a Porto goal kick. Inaccio's going to win it, bring it down to Sesko. Pedro Gonzalez, he can score again. 2 games in a row, that'd be ridiculous, considering he hadn't scored a single game in like 4 or 5 months. Maritimo instead is through on goal, and he's probably going to score this because he's very good, but a very good save by Hugo Souza, who's been very good for us this season. I've been looking at other goalkeepers, and I mean, there are goalkeepers that are better, but I don't know if they're good enough to justify multiple, $20-some million and really high wages compared to what we're getting from Hugo Souza. Souza's been pretty good, so he might be our goalkeeper going forward. He's not an all-around monster at the position, but he's a very good shot stopper with his agility and reflexes and one-on-ones. He's a very good shot stopper. And that's kind of what we need at this team. So, yeah, I'm excited to see him doing well. Second highlight is coming with Porto again, though, down this left-hand side. Mediterranean, a part of it again. He puts in a cross. Tony Martinez is going to win that. That is some pretty terrible defending by Inacio. But we get away with it. It's been a very even first half. Both teams with 2 shots, 1 on target. Inacio at the back post. Going to head it to João Palhinha, but it gets blocked. We should get on the end of this with Bergman Johannesson. See if he can bring this out and create another chance for us. Our center backs are dropping back, so we're not going to have them in the box for a potential cross. Nunez will cross it. Tabata actually wins it, and it's going to be put across by Cristiano Ronaldo. Pretty poor defending. The defender had a chance to clear it, and he just didn't. And it just barely dribbled across the goal. That's a little fortunate, but, I mean, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo gets his first game back in about a month, and he immediately scores. Defender has to clear it there. He just dawdles on a little bit too long. Ronaldo gets a foot in there. And keeper, already kind of out of position for the first save, isn't in position to save it for the second time. So we take the lead. And we've had quite a few shots recently, so we've gotten a little bit back into some form. It's going to be another Porto highlight, though, from a corner, or a deep free kick. I don't even know. I couldn't remember which one it was. But a ball crossed in, at least, and gets cleared out, but only as far as Conceição. He's going to look to put the ball in again, possibly, but he says he goes back to Oliveira. Back to Mbemba, who puts it across. And it's going to fall to Tony Martinez after some absolutely dreadful defending by Caceres. I mean, that's what happens when your center back's 5'11". He misses, easy opportunities like that, and it is a goal. Yeah, it was clearly onside. Just absolutely dreadful by Caceres. He has to be replaced. He is the worst starter on this team by a mile. He has to be replaced. And I've looked in the transfer market. It's just anyone that's actually good enough to replace him is like $70 million. Pedro. I thought, he just got a goal. Maybe he'd be a little bit on form, but no, he misses his one-on-one for about the 50th or 60th time this season. Inacio can't win the corresponding. Well, it does win it, but he can't put it on target. And looks like we're probably going to go into halftime 1-1, thanks to an absolute gaffe by Caceres. Yeah, about the easiest save that goalkeeper's ever going to make. But, yeah, we have to get another center back. I've tried for one. There's Anel Midhodzic, a player that a lot of you know. He's gotten pretty decent. He's currently playing for, I think, some team in Germany. I think it's Leverkusen, actually. I think he's playing for Leverkusen. He has like a $15 million release clause. Good Lord. He has like a $15 million release clause. Let's go, Ronaldo. He's got to score that. He hits the crossbar. He has a $15 million release clause, but his contract demand is a little high, especially for his actual ability. But like the main reason, he's not much better attribute-wise. Let's go, Gonzalo. We're not going to go in 1-1. He's not much better attribute-wise than Caceres, but he's 6'5" and with like 17 jumping reach. So, yeah, he has the advantage, obviously. Tabata with the ball, and Inacio with this is like his 11th goal of the season. He's scored as much as like our second top goal scorer right now. He's been really good from set pieces from us. Better than I even expected. You might be winning, but that can all still change if you let your performance levels drop. Don't let that happen. Porto are going to be throwing everyone forward in this second half. They need goals. So stay true to your defensive responsibilities, and when you have a chance on the counter or otherwise, take it. We only have a 1-goal advantage on the night, but thanks to the first leg, we actually have a 2-goal advantage. I'm pretty sure there's no away goals. I'm pretty sure that's basically gone completely in all leagues and everything. I might be wrong, but I'm just playing with that assumption. Caceres actually winning a header, that's kind of a miracle, but it does eventually go back to Sescott, some head tennis, and Aguilar is going to look for Pedro Gonzalez, go through on goal, but he can't quite get there. Not a real speed demon. He's got decent pace to him, but I mean, he had a lot to do there. A calm header back by Inacio. Souza's going to probably go, he's going to go out to Aguilar. I thought he was going to go long, but a nice nice pass out to Aguilar. Ronaldo go through on goal, and what a goal from Cristiano Ronaldo. Outside the box, left foot. He is pretty much two-footed, but still left-footed, bottom corner, very good finish. And now we have a 3-goal advantage. Surely we're not going to throw away from here. Tabata through to Ronaldo. I don't know why it's so choppy, but through to Ronaldo. First time. I mean, keeper's probably got to be doing a little bit better there. It wasn't exactly in the corner, but I'll take it. The other two games are Guimarães against Moreirense, so I'm kind of rooting for Moreirense there. I mean, they're both decent teams, but Guimarães I would say is probably a little bit better. It's currently 0-0. I don't know what the first leg result was, but looked like Guimarães had either an injury or a sending off. So, already a little bit in a bad position for them, but still 0-0 in that game at least. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like if we get past Porto, we should... I mean, I thought we had that under hand, but now we're down a man. And I don't have get stuck in on. Pretty sure I don't have get stuck in. I do not have get stuck in on. It was a second yellow, so it's not the typical sending off we get. It's not a straight red, which we just adore doing, but it's going to be a red card nonetheless. And, I mean, Tabata's on an 8.2, but I kind of want to take him off and bring him on a defensive midfielder. He can't play deeper, like really at all. He can a little bit. I might still play him there just because he's playing so well. Gonzalez is still not very good, even though he's got a decent rating. I don't know why the game's still going on. It's so frustrating. I could take off a striker, actually. That could be an option. Go with like a 4-1-2-1-1. I might actually do that. Sesko hasn't done much anyway, so I don't think it's a huge loss. If we need a goal, I can take off somebody else and put on a second striker again with Tomas. I mean, I guess it's going to be Manuel Ugarte. Sugo's better defensively, but he's still like a really young player that I don't really trust in this situation. He's not an anchor man, but he's going to go defense midfielder defend. I'm okay with that. I might change our fullbacks onto support. Berber to a fullback support. I'm still going to play the way we play, though. I might put Nunez on defend. And maybe Gonzalez on support. Ronaldo, I guess he can stay as a poacher. I think it's too early to start wasting time. I'm just going to go with this. We're down a man, but I am going to go to cautious, actually. See if we can hold on to this lead. They need to score 3, and that's just to send it to extra time and penalties. I mean, I'd give them the huge advantage in extra time if they get there, because we will be down a man. But, yeah, we just need to hold on. We got 25, 30 minutes. Okay, they've got one back immediately. That is not ideal. Freaking Polina. Like, it's always the big matches, too. They can't get sent off against garbage teams. They have to wait until we're in the biggest match possible to get sent off. It's unbelievable. They still need 2 more, though. But, I mean, they're very good. They can easily score it. They're going to be pushing everyone forward. 78th minute, though. We've still got the 2-goal advantage. This is where I start wasting time. In terms of subs, I've got quite a few left to make still. Caceres, obviously, has been god-awful, but yeah, I don't really have much of a change I can make to improve that position, really. I might bring on a midfielder for Gonzalez. It's a little bit more defensively solid. He's tired. He's played all right, apparently, but he's tired, so... I think I'm going to bring on Abisher, because I want to play this as a box-to-box. He's a little bit more of a box-to-box than Bergancha is. So Abisher's going to come on as a box-to-box. We're wasting time now, so yeah, I'm just going to make that 1 sub. We got 1 sub left in our pocket, just in case an injury happens, because we can't. If we go down to 9 minutes, over. So we need to make sure we're as full strength as we can be. But I do want to make that last sub to waste a little bit of time and bring on some fresher legs. The last sub I'll make is probably going to be taking off Bergman Johannesson. He's not very good defensively. Segovia is he's better, at least. He's not much better. I think he only has like 10 tackling. 12 tackling. Okay, he has 10 marking. So he's going to come in at left back. And yeah, I don't think I need to change anything else. They need 2 goals. Surely we're not going to throw that away now. We're good enough defensively. We still should be able to hold on down a man. Polina made this as hard as it possibly could have been. But it looks like we still might be getting through it. Even with the win on the day, which is good. That'll help morale a little bit to beat Porto away from home. And we are through to the Taca de Portugal final. We have a chance to win it for the first time since I've been here. It's only my second year in the competition. We lost to Benfica last year. Benfica got knocked out pretty early this year, so if we're ever going to win it, this is our chance to do it. And now I just want to take up that chance. We need to win this competition, obviously. It's one of the goals for the series. And I want to do it as soon as possible. I want to do it now. I don't want to wait. I want to do it now. That's how you handle a 2-legged tie. Very well done. We are on to a final, and you all deserve to be there. I know we're getting late in the season, and legs are getting tired. But this is when the games get even harder. So we can't take any time off. You'll have a chance to rest in the offseason. I need everything you have left in these next 3 matches. Well done on reaching the Taca de Portugal placard final. How does it feel? I'm pleased. We knew we were capable of getting there, and now we have to go and try to win it. Were you always confident despite moments where it looked far from comfortable? The way the game was going, the momentum always seemed to be just about favor us, and I thought we'd be able to get a result. I thought we were better, even down a man. I guess we probably weren't better down a man, but until that point we were better. And we will be facing Mourinho. It was a sending off for Green Moraes, so we will be facing Mourinho in the final. Where'd they finish in the league this year? 10th. So, got to make us favorites. Green Moraes for 5th, so that's definitely the best result we could have gotten. So it's going to be Sporting versus Mourinho in the Taca de Portugal final. We should win it. Now I just want to see us do the deal. So we've got 2 games left in the league. First against Gil Vicente at home. It's a must-win. If we lose it and Benfica win, we're out of the title race. We're guaranteed second. So I don't think I'm going to show it, though. I assume we're going to win this. They're 15th place, so we better be winning this. We still have a lot on the line. I will be coming back from Maritimo, given we win this match. If we lose it, I'll come back for like an end-of-season review or something. But if we win, I'll be back for Maritimo with the title on the line. We need Benfica to drop points, but there's always hope. And we are back for the Maritimo match, the last match of the league season. You can assume since we're back for this match, we won our game in between, and we did. Against Gil Vicente, we won 5-0, so a good, comfortable victory. Benfica played Nacional, who were in the relegation playoff zone. And all they needed to do was win, and they'd still maintain to be the title favorites. And they choked. Benfica did not win. So if I bring back the league table over here, we currently have the title in our hands. All we need to do is match what Benfica does on the last day, and we win the title. Benfica have choked away the league possibly. Maritimo, playing them with a chance to win the league for back-to-back seasons. Benfica, like I said, they played Nacional, and they drew 0-0. They could not score against a very bad Nacional team, who I think even with that win, didn't even get themselves out of the relegation playoff zone. They didn't. They're still in the relegation playoff zone. So, yeah, that's massive. That is massive. I didn't expect them to drop any points. After I saw what their run-up was going into the final games of the season, I thought, okay, we don't have a chance. But they've dropped points to Nacional. I figured if any team's going to do it, it was going to be Nacional, even though they're worse than Boa Vista. Unlike Boa Vista, they had something to play for, and they showed it. They got a draw with Benfica, and so we have a chance. We have a pretty good chance. Win, or even, like I said, just match what Benfica does. If they draw, we win the league title. They win, we win the league title. We just can't lose and have them win. I think, or draw. Yeah, if they draw either way, if we lose at all and they win or draw, they win the league. So we need to either have them lose or we need to win pretty much. So yeah, I'm ecstatic. I didn't think we had a chance, but it is back in our hands. The 5-0 against Gil Vicente, very good result. They did have a man sent off, but we're already 2-0 up at that point. So we'd already gotten off to a decent start. Ronaldo with a goal, Sesko with a goal. He eventually got a hat trick. Ugarte scored in the 91st minute to give us the 5. So we're finally scoring goals again. It seems like, I can't really give any other explanation. It seems like, we're not doing it anymore. I can't actually go back. But the chance conversion training, basically every single day, must have done something. Because since I made that change, we've started scoring again. So yeah, I I couldn't think of anything else to do. So I'm glad it worked because we really needed that to happen. For this Maritimo match, we're almost full strength. We are missing one starter and one bench player. Gonzalez got injured. He's going to be back in 3 days, so he's not going to be fit for this match. Not a massive loss, but preferably I'd still like him to be available. The other injury is, if I can find him, Dario Isugo, so not an important player really. Backup defensive midfielder. Just made a few changes. Simmons has come in. Braganza's going to be that backup defensive mid if we need him to, or Ugarte take a move back there. So yeah, not a huge loss. We've still got Sesko, who's coming off a hat trick and a brace, I think, in the last 2 games he's played. At least off camera. So he's playing really well. Ronaldo's scoring goals. Everyone else is playing pretty well too. Defensively, we've been really good still. So, I mean, maybe it's risky being so optimistic, but I'm very optimistic. The way we're playing right now, I know Maritimo's a decent team. They're like, what are they at exactly in the table? They've been kind of bouncing around. They're currently 7th. They have a chance of getting into Europe with a win, so they have a lot to play for. But so do we. We're looking to win the league, and I want to do it today. Let's hope we do. This is a massive match. And if you can pick up where you left off last time out, then we have a very good chance here today. Going into the end of the season, things weren't in our hands. But you didn't use that as an excuse to give up. You kept fighting because you knew this was possible. We needed Benfica to drop points, and they did. And you put yourself in a position to take advantage of it. So let's take advantage of it. I'm proud of how you've turned around the second half of the season. I'm proud of how you fought in front of goal. Don't make that be for naught. Let's go win a title, boys. How about that? About 22 minutes in, and basically nothing has happened. This is our first highlight. There's only been a few shots. I think we've only had one so far, and it wasn't on target. Let's hope we turn it around a little bit, though. We need goals. I would have preferred to start out quick, but if we can just get into this game a little bit as the game wears on. Bergman Johansson, a good touch to get around the defender, and he's going to slide it into Ronaldo, and of course, Ronaldo's going to finish it. What a performance your Bergman Johansson's put in for us at left back this season. I was not sure if it'd work. With his lack of tackling ability, I wasn't sure if he'd be able to play the position, but he's been fantastic. Defensively, we've still been really solid, and he's created a lot of opportunities for our forwards with his passing and his crossing. So I'm delighted. We obviously lost a big man in Nuno Mendes, but Bergman Johansson stepped up in his place and performed admirably. And Ronaldo's definitely been a game changer since he's come in. I don't think we win the title today. If we do win it today, I don't think we would have won it if it wasn't for Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to go into halftime with a 1-0 lead. We've been the better team, so we deserve it. Now we just need to hold on. We've been good defensively this season. Let's hope we can hold on in the second half. I'd like to score another goal or two, just to kind of put it beyond reach. I don't want it to be that nervy. It is still a little bit nervy. So I'm not sure about the Benfica results. I don't know if I can actually see it from here anywhere, but we'll see when we start the second half what the result is there. Last I saw was 0-0, so currently we're winning the league. I was going to say, in terms of performances, teams have played pretty well. Ugarte really the only subpar performer, so happy with how the team's played. Ronaldo took his chance. Good to see. We're scoring goals again. Let's score some more. Don't get complacent out there. 45 minutes is all that stands between us and back-to-back league titles. Go out there and do yourselves proud. Do your teammates proud. Do your fans proud. You deserve to be celebrated come full time. So make it happen. Benfica is still 0-0. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. They need to score. We just need to hold on to our lead. Cristiano Ronaldo heads that one over, but not the best chance. But we've been much better this second half. We already have quite a few shots. 3, I guess. We ended the first half pretty well. But 4 shots to none to start this second half. They're going to have a free kick, though, and it's going to be dangerous, and they're going to head this one over. And we're going to have another highlight immediately after. From the goal kick, Hugo Souza sends it long, looking for Ronaldo. That's the real good thing about having this front, too, is it doesn't matter who he aims for. Either one's going to be able to win that ball in the air. I think that one's slightly outside the box. I don't think that's going to be a penalty. I'd love if it was, but I don't expect it to be. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it's not. It is a penalty. Okay. That is huge. Sesko's taking a knock, but, I mean, he's going to be important for this final. But Ronaldo to score the penalty and basically nearly secure the title. We don't concede 2 goals very often. So, we are in a pretty good spot. Ronaldo, we never really had a very good penalty taker on this team. Now we have one of the best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. We deserve to be winning this match. I'd like to still get more goals. Maybe rest some players. Caceres hits the post. He hasn't scored many goals for us this year, or basically since he's been at the club. Really probably shouldn't. He's only 5'11", but nearly gets one there. Benfica is still 0-0. They've actually missed a penalty. Do I risk taking off guys like Ronaldo right now? He is on a hat trick, but we need him for this Taca de Portugal final. I might take off Tabata. I think that's one that is a little bit safer, and he is still a very important player. He's been very good for us this season. So I'll take him off. I'll bring on Abisher. Sesko, after taking that knock's a little bit tired. I could take him off, but if I'm going to take off a striker, I think it's going to be Ronaldo. I'll save that sub for about the 85th minute. If we have 5 minutes left and can concede 2 goals, I don't think having Cristiano Ronaldo on the pitch or not is really going to change much. So, but I'm a little too worried to make that change now. Aguilar on a yellow and pretty tired. I'll bring in Escaio. I'll put both our fullbacks on support. Look to see this game out. Let's put Nunez on defend. And let's waste time. No shame. I'm just wasting time. I don't even care. I want to win this league. 88th minute. They need 2 goals. Benfica still 0-0. So they might absolutely choked in this season. We're going to go Tomas and Sesko up top. Ronaldo's coming off. I do not want to risk him getting injured. That could derail our final. So need him available. So he's coming off. That's going to be the last sub. Hopefully we can hold on and win back-to-back league titles. Basically from out of nowhere, too. I mean, going into these last few games with Benfica having the advantage, I didn't think it was possible. But they choked, and we took advantage of our opportunities. We didn't quit. We kept fighting, and we gave ourselves a chance, and it could result in back-to-back league titles. There's going to be a highlight, and it's going to be for Maritimo. Header from the corner gets saved by Hugo Souza. Another pretty good performance from him. Didn't have a lot to do. Benfica have scored in the 90th minute, so now we can't concede 2. 1 will still be all right, but if we concede 2, we're going to lose the title. Abisher to finish it. There it is. There's no coming back from that. I don't care how many minutes are left. That is title secured. Abisher wins it, gives us the win, gives us the league title. Souza kicks it long to Sesko. Tomas heads it down to Sesko again, who plays through Mikael Abisher, and he slots it in the corner, and we are going to win the title. We should have the trophy celebration. Even though we're not at home, we should still get the trophy celebration. This is the last game of the league season. So now all we have left is to win a Taca de Portugal final. So this could be a very successful season. I mean, obviously, we're not going to win a European competition like we did last year. It was never really in the cards. We might get another, but it gets cleared off the line. We're not going to win a European competition, but we got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I mean, we stood no chance going down with Ronaldo and being against Liverpool. We stood no chance of getting past that round. So we did as good as we possibly could have. And it looks like we're going to win the league, and we're going to get another one. Caceres, his 2nd goal of the season. It's going to be a thumping in the end. Good. Going into this last match, the final, I want us to be scoring a lot of goals. It's good to see us getting on the score sheet quite a bit against a good Maritimo side. But we're going to win the league. We're going to get the quarterfinal of the Champions League. And hopefully, we're going to win the Taça de Portugal. That will be a very successful season. We did it. Benfica choked pretty hard. They did end up winning, I believe, today. So they didn't choke as hard as they possibly could have. But we did what was needed of us. We won basically every game to end the season. Since that Benfica loss, I don't think we dropped any points. I think we won every single game since then, which we had to do. And we've won the title for back-to-back seasons. And we could perform a league double. Benfica's out of it. We're playing, was it Moreirense? So we have to be the favorites. And that'll be next episode. Congratulations, lads. We've won the league title. I'm happy with your performances out there. Enjoy your success. These are the moments you'll remember when you hang up your boots. What a season this has been for us. I'm super proud of you for fighting through adversity and ending the season right. To win the league title in back-to-back years is not an easy accomplishment. You've all done fantastically. I'm super proud of each and every one of you. Our season's not over, though. We have 1 game left, and I want to win it. The opportunity to win a cup and league double doesn't come around every year, so I want you to take advantage of the opportunity presented to you, and let's end this season right. Congratulations, Ryan. What does it mean to win the Liga Portugal? I'm very happy. Everyone's worked so hard for this, and they've been rewarded. That was a really impressive performance, even considering your recent form, right? When you have everyone doing what's asked of them, helping each other out, and doing the dirty work, it's easy. We deserve this. won't say it's easy, but it's definitely possible. Benfica did win 1-0 on the 91st minute goal, but it didn't matter. We took advantage of the opportunity we were given. We got our wins, and we have lifted the title for 2 straight years. Maritimo, unfortunately, just misses out in European football. If they would have won, they would have jumped Guimarães too, but didn't quite happen for him. But no real surprises in the top 6. All these teams have been pretty competitive in our few years here. Militao having a decent season. Belenenses is probably the biggest surprise, dropping down to 11th. They were very good last year. But we've done it. We've won it in back-to-back seasons, and I couldn't be happier. What a season this has been. 1 game left to go. I want to win it. And in the game to win us the title, Isaac Bergman Johannesson gets man of the match. Our 21-year-old midfielder who's playing left back, who's actually natural left back now. So that's good to see. He's played really well for us. He's been tremendous this season. He might not have ridiculous physicals. He might not be able to tackle. But as an attacking wingback, he's been very good. I'm super happy with that signing. We have been crowned champions. Bonuses, nothing too significant. 150k to both Polina and Gonzalez, even though Gonzalez didn't play in the last one. But, he did stuff sometimes. End up with how many goals? Like, not many. 5? Yeah, 5 through 25 compared to 12 through 18. That is a just enormous drop-off. Hopefully it can be better next season. But like I said, we have 1 game left, and I want to win it. And that's the Taca de Portugal placard final against Moreirense. We've got about a week until that game is. That'll be next episode. So next episode will be the Taca de Portugal final and the end of season review. I hope you're looking forward to it. What an end to this season this has been. I mean, the only loss is coming to Liverpool since that Benfica loss. I thought after the Benfica loss, I thought everything was going to go downhill. But we beat Porto. We beat Ajax. We lost to Liverpool, but that's going to happen. They have the best front 3 I've possibly ever seen in this game. But, yeah, no other losses. And we've scored fair few goals. So that's great to see. What an end of the season. What a turnaround from where we kind of struggled in this mid part of the season. Super happy. We're going to end it with the league title. Now we want to do it again next year. But first, we got to beat Moreirense. Hopefully you're excited for that next time. This is going to be the end of this episode. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.